Hello, it's time for another 5-minute filament review. This is ST-PLA Gold by CCTree Innovative Filament. It says this is a special PLA blend for improved toughness and improved shelf life. This was a maker box sample. I have not printed a gold color. It's not a color I usually buy, but it came in the maker box sample, so I tried it out using the usual models. Yeah, I think it printed fine. There were no real issues with it. I printed it on my i3 Mark III. Anyhow, let me zoom in on some close-ups. Here is yet another filament sample, keycard edition. So I think it printed fine. This is an opaque filament. You can't see through it. Adhesion to the bed was pretty good. It's a little bit sloppy in the first layer of the bridging there on the bottom, but within acceptable limits, I think. This slant here worked fine. The holes are good and clear. The surface texture is alright. Printed up pretty much like every other yet another filament sample keycard edition that I printed. No complaints there. As usual, I printed a Sir Layers a Lot in 60% scale. It's what I do with all of my samples. And the Sir Layers a Lot I think turned out good. You can see it did the overhang on the arm, it did the slant on the sword. The details on the cloak are readable. The shield looks good. You can see some occasional layer lines. This filament doesn't do the greatest job hiding layer lines, but I think it was successful. Adhesion to the build plate was good. No complaints about that, Sir Layers a Lot. And here we have a snail, some kind of snail by Alsaman. I forget the snail's name. I think he's a cartoon character of some sort, so he does actually have a name. Printed good adhesion to the build plate, good and smooth on the bottom. Good around the hands, not really much stringing. Smooth. I think it did a pretty good job. I can see some fine details on his coat. There's some like floral pattern. I can kind of see it in there. Successfully printed that model. Anyhow, we get to the point in the video where I say whether I would buy this filament. If I had to print something in gold, I think this is an acceptable gold filament. So nobody is going to mistake this for actual gold metal. It's not a metal fill. A gold metal fill would be impractically priced. So it is definitely a gold colored plastic. You might be able to find some golds out there with a silky finish. I think Polyalchemy has got... on the coming soon list, they have some kind of a gold in their Elixir series that would maybe be a shinier, more interesting than this. But if you just like this gold color and you don't mind that it is not shiny, not particularly shiny, kind of matte, I think this is a fine filament. So would I buy it? I would certainly buy it if I needed to print something in this color, but it's not a color I'm going to go out and seek on my own just to build my set of colors. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this sort of thing interests you, then please subscribe and I will make more of them. Thank you.